Sierra, Tata Sierra. We are looking at that. So that will cost 23-24. तो वो FD में पार्क करके रखा है.
Hello, Suresh sir. Hello, sir. Hello, Suresh sir. Hello.
And we'll continue the rest. Hi, Sahil.
Hello, sir. कैसे हो?
All fine here, all fine, all well. Thank you.
Yes. Great.
So, when are you going to, present the question?
Polls?
Yeah,
Question,
poll.
sir, it's up to you only. You just let me know that when to launch, so I will launch. So, for example, I will launch first poll so that you can also come to know how it's
Lifestyle
gonna go.
have effect on goals and
Right.
goal fulfillment. वो वाला.
Right. Hmm.
So,
So, is it visible?
एक minute. I'll tell you when to present because before I get into that thing, I want to ask. 1 second.
So, आप ना नोट डाउन करके या फिर रख सकते हैं so that you can also come to.
When to take loans, where to avoid it. So there is a slide, that is slide number 8.
Okay,
Okay,
wait,
that is after slide number 7,
after slide number 7. Okay.
before slide number 8.
Okay.
First question to be presented.
Okay. ठीक है.
Will two people with similar income but different lifestyle end up with substantially different wealth levels? And financial planning and practical common sense are needed to meet one's lifestyle. This one we can present slightly later. Lifestyle effect on finances. ये देखिए. A lifestyle effect on finances. So just after 12, okay?
After 12th.
After 12, before 13,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Before slide 13, the second question.
That is will two people with similar income,
So,
right?
12 is people spend a good portion of their wealth on marriages due to societal comparisons. उसके बाद,
Okay, ठीक है.
okay. So after that, and
Mhm.
the third one, financial planning and practical common sense are needed to meet one lifestyle. वो एकदम last में हम करेंगे. Meaning, I'll tell you. Yeah, being practical, meaning after slide 15,
After slide 15,
before 16.
right. So
हाँ,
ये
तो
last one, right? The financial
this is the
planning
last one.
and
This is the last one.
hmm,
Financial
practic,
planning and practical common sense are
right.
needed to meet one's
ठीक,
lifestyle.
right, ठीक.
So, like that.
चलेगा, sure. So, sir, I'm launching first poll again
Hmm.
so that you can also come to know. Wait, yes. Is it visible on your screen?
Yeah.
Yes. So what I will do is now I will just end poll and we'll share the result. We'll click on share
Hmm.
result so that you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
also come to know how many
correct.
we attend.
Yes.
Okay.
So
ठीक
this
है.
is poll one. Poll two.
Then this is poll 2, which will be after 12th slide.
With two people
Okay.
with similar incomes. Yeah, that's correct. After slide 12.
Right. Then this will be our last poll after 15th slide.
Correct. After 15.
ठीक है.
True.
Yes.
So I have given you the answers also.
Yes. So this will appear. That correct answer. Both are
Huh.
needed to meet
So
one
in
slide.
the first and second, the first one is the correct answer.
Right.
And in the third one, the third is the correct
Third
answer.
is the correct answer.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
ठीक है.
So that's all.
Yes. So can you share your screen, sir? So
Yeah,
we
sure.
can check. Yes.
Sharing is not turned on.
Okay, wait. Hello, Arnabesh, sir. Can you allow Suresh sir to share his screen? So is it now?
No,
No?
no, not turned on. One second.
Okay,
Now
wait.
it is allowing.
Yes, great, great.
Yeah. So you will see now.
Hmm.
Are you able to see?
No, not yet. Yes, it's visible now. Yes,
एक minute. I'm going to the
yes.
first one. हाँ, अभी
Okay.
दिख रहा है?
हाँ. Presentation mode, sir.
Full screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, perfect.
ठीक है.
ठीक है.
Good.
Yes. So, sir, as you know that we means हम पहले screen share करते, so you
I'm sorry.
can. So as you know that we play one video of NFL Q&A.
Yeah. All that
So
you do here. Whenever you people say I can go ahead, I will go ahead. When you say.
yes. So can you
Sure.
stop your screen, sir, and I
Yeah.
will
Sure.
share
Sure.
mine.
Sure.
Yes,
Sure.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Hello, Arnabesh, sir. Hello. Hello, Arnabesh, sir. हेलो.
मेरा आवाज ठीक आ रहा है साहिल?
हाँ सर, आपका वीडियो भी परफेक्ट है एंड
Perfect. Okay.
ऑडियो भी परफेक्ट
Great. Thank you.
है. यस. यस. रुको हाँ, एक मिनट. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, Suresh, sir.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, yes,
So, sir, we will not play video today. We will just keep this as our main slide, and Mansi ma'am will start with your introduction. Then we
sure,
will start, stop our screen, and then you can share your screen. Okay?
sure.
Yes.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sahil, please let me know when I should start. Huh? I'm on standby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I am Mansi Ganekar, working in the Investor Education Department of NISM. NISM is the capacity building initiative of SEBI. We at NISM conduct a wide range of activities at various levels with the objective of improving quality standards in the securities markets. At NISM, we work in five broad areas: long and short term academic programs, certifications for market intermediaries, e learning programs, training programs for working professionals and academia, and various investor education initiatives. We introduce a series on proper financial planning to ensure goal fulfillment, comprising four episodes scheduled in March 2026. The previous episode focused on the topic Buying a Home Needs Careful Planning, what every Indian aspires to have. Today, we present third episode on the topic Planning and Sequencing Lifestyle Goals. Living It Up Needs Planning Too by Suresh Sadgopan. Mr. Suresh Sadgopan is the Managing Director and Principal Officer of Ladder 7 Wealth Planners Private Limited, a SEBI registered fee only financial advisory firm in India. Ladder 7 is known for its expertise in financial planning and advisory services for over 2 decades. He holds an MMS and certifications like CFP, CTE-PTM, and RLP. He is a frequent speaker and writer on financial planning and personal finance. Mr. Suresh founded the Financial Planners Guild, India, where he serves as a president. He is also a founding member of the Association of Registered Investment Advisors. Now I would request Suresh sir to begin with the session.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mansi, for that introduction. This is the third of the sessions in this particular sequence. Thank you very much, NISM, for giving me this opportunity. And I hope it is useful for the people in the audience. With that, let me start sharing and let me get into this presentation. Yeah. So initially, when we flagged off this particular series, it was on children's education, and the second one, as Mansi had mentioned, was regarding home acquisition. The third one, this is about lifestyle itself, and lifestyle potentially affects all the goals, and I'm going to really talk about that. There is something called lifestyle we keep talking about, and we are going to very briefly touch upon that. But the lifestyle that we adopt for ourselves also directly influences everything else we do in life. Like, for example, if we have a particular lifestyle, the kind of house we live in, the kind of car we travel in, everything actually changes. And some of them are also directly lifestyle goals. We are going to talk about that, and it has a direct bearing as far as your financial planning, wealth creation, and your future itself. So let us get into that. A lot of people today are earning well. Even entry level jobs are, I mean, often very lucrative in terms of what they give us an income. What people really find very, very hard to do is proper money management, and most people stub their toe as far as money management is concerned. So this is a problem across the board. It is not just at the bottom of the pyramid, or it is not just people who are starting out in their first jobs, or they are having only a few years experience. We have found this problem to be there across the spectrum. Uh, we think very, very hard on everything in life. We plan everything very well. But when it comes to money, we don't think of that strategically, even though it is the most important thing for which we are willing to give our entire youth, entire life. So between 20 and 60, we work and we accumulate that money, but we don't have a very strategic intent as far as the money that we are earning. So that's a problem that we typically see with most people. When it comes to investments, people think in terms of products and returns, not really in terms of a overall strategy or a blueprint which they need to follow. I mean, we have a strategy blueprint when it comes to one's marriages, some marriage in the family, an evening out, going to the movies. I mean, we have a plan virtually for everything, but we don't have any blueprint when it comes to one of the most important things in life, which is our own, which is actually handling our own money. So fundamentally, financial planning is very, very important. We need to have a structure or a blueprint or a roadmap to achieve our goals, to go in a particular direction relentlessly and achieve all the milestones along the way. So financial planning looks like a very big word, but it's very, very simple. You take stock of where you are, what you have done till now. You very, very clearly define where you want to go, which are the various endpoints. In life, there is not one endpoint. There are multiple milestones which you want to hit along the journey of life, and you plan for that. And for that, you need a proper structure or a pathway or a blueprint. And that is exactly financial planning. So a lot of people, first of all, don't think on these lines. Like I had mentioned, people think in terms of products and returns. It is a good idea to have a proper plan, a proper blueprint. I've given this example in one of my sessions before. If you have a piece of land, normally what you do is you go to an architect, you specify what is that you really want to do as far as the land is concerned, what is that you want to construct on that, and who is going to stay in that house, and what are the facilities, what are the amenities that you seek to provide for the people who are going to stay in that house. So that is something that you will communicate to the architect, and the architect will also ask all the relevant questions and then come up with a blueprint. Financial planning is no different, and we do exactly the same thing. We understand what are the requirements, and based on the requirements, based on the milestones, based on the situation, station in life, accordingly, we will need to plan a blueprint. So that is financial planning. It has a lot of parallels to the blueprint which you would have seen when you want to construct a house. So it's very, very important. Financial planning is extremely important, whatever you want to achieve in life. irrespective of how much you are earning, irrespective of what is the age, your career seniority, irrespective of everything, it is very, very important. It may serve as, it may sound like a self-serving statement. If you don't know how to plan, you will have to come to a proper financial advisor. I can tell you this much, that I am not asking anybody to come to us per se, but I'm saying that you will have to find a credible financial planner who will be able to do the job for you in the manner that will help you to get good outcomes. So in financial planning, there are two, three things which are a few things which are important. Money management, I've talked about that. So money management is very, very important. Uh, Everything can be achieved through proper planning, careful planning, and in the context of the goals, goal sequencing is important. We will touch upon this term as we go along. It's very, very important to sequence the goals. Otherwise, a lot of times what happens is the goals bunch up at a particular point, and that by itself causes a lot of problems. The other thing, as financial planners, we keep talking about is asset allocation, which is very, very important. Otherwise, a lot of people, we see that they are having certain favorite assets, like it may be gold, it may be FDs, it may be equity assets, it may be property, it can be anything, but just focusing on one thing because somehow you are very comfortable there, or somehow you have got good returns in that particular asset, is not really going to be the best thing from your standpoint. So we need to have a proper opinion. We need to know what should be there in your portfolio, which is good from your point of view, long term, your point of view, meeting the goals, and based on your risk and the tenure and the return risk reward you are expecting, and so on. Risk management, like I said, is very, very important. I mean, every product has a risk reward. Okay, so if you want to get a very high return, normally you may have to take higher level of risk. In some situations, there may be situations where the risk is not very high, but the reward is high. But those kind of mispricing opportunities are going to be far and few between. Most of the times, if the risk is high, the reward potentially will be high. Very, very simple, because if you are willing to take a higher risk, or if you need to take a higher risk, why would you want to take a higher risk without a higher reward? Okay, so normally risk and reward will go hand in hand. Portfolio construction is vital. I mean, portfolio construction is not just bringing together a few products and calling that a portfolio. And whatever IPO, whatever NFO, and whatever new products are coming into the market, if you are going to bung into the portfolio, that is not a portfolio. That is a mishmash of products which you will have in your bag. So in financial planning, you'll have to be very, very careful about what you want to bring into the portfolio. There are so many products out there in the market, hundreds and thousands of products out there in the market. They may make sense to somebody in some situation. Does not mean that you necessarily need to have that product in your portfolio. So that is a fundamental distinction that I want to point out at this point. Yeah, I mean, financial planning is not magic, but it can work like magic if you are willing to stick with it for the long term. So tremendous amount of discipline, persistence, patience, perseverance, all these things are absolutely required for financial planning to work. I mean, it is not magic, but over a period of time, if you have stuck to a plan, it almost looks like magic. Like I mentioned, you require patience, discipline, long-term orientation, persistence, relentless investments as agreed upon. So a lot of things are required if you need to really win in the money game. We cannot change the goalpost. This is something, as financial advisors, we have seen, at least in some clients' cases. We have agreed upon, we have discussed a lot of things with the client about the education, about their vehicle, about their home purchase, about everything. And then suddenly, I mean, after 5, 6 months, the client comes and says that, no, we have decided to go on a world tour. I mean, while as a financial advisor, I have no intention to pour cold water over their whatever dreams they have. It does create dissonance in the sense that we have carefully planned a course, and the client is suddenly coming up and saying that this is not there is something else that I'm bringing. So it is like changing the goalpost suddenly, and changing the goalpost from time to time kind of disturbs the plan. It does not really augur for very good outcomes going forward in the future. So we need to decide something, we need to properly think through this whole thing, and then we have to come up with a plan or a blueprint which will work for the client's benefit over the long period of time. Uh, Unfortunately, many people in many situations do not have the discipline, and that is why a lot of people really stumble as far as the money is concerned. Yeah, there are lots of short-term goals when we start to earn. In fact, even in the mid-career phase also, there are people who keep on getting lot of these multiple goals which they want to achieve in the next 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, and so on. Let us look at a person who has started the career. So typically a person who has started the career may want to buy a mobile, may want to buy a laptop, a bike. They may want to gift their parents or other significant others, maybe travel, maybe other multiple other things. Maybe they may want to buy new clothes and so on and so forth. Each of them by itself may not be a very big amount as compared to, let us say, buying a car or buying a house. But at the same time, there are so many different things, and this is precisely where we need to sequence the goals. So if everything gets bunched up in the initial years, there is a possibility that whatever one may be earning. So to start with, I mean, what a person would be earning to start with in their career may not be such a big amount. In any case, it may not be a big amount as compared to what they are going to earn 10 years down the line in whichever career they have chosen. So that being the case, I mean, trying to achieve all the goals, they want to buy a laptop also, mobile also, they want to travel also. I mean, it is not possible to do everything all at the same time, and that is where the sequencing is very, very important. If it is not sequenced and they want to achieve everything all at the same time, this this will definitely spiral into multiple loans, and we have seen that time and time again with people, because they have suddenly decided that now that they are in a job and they've got a credit card and they have the ability to take a loan, they want to take a loan. So this is the fundamental thing I want to point out. Availability of the loan does not mean that one needs to avail it. Okay, so these are two fundamentally different things. It is possible, yeah, but you need not have to avail it. So I mean, I'll put a more very, very sharp way of saying this is that drugs are available everywhere in plenty. It does not mean that you should go into drugs. So it's something like that. Loans are actually a very, very useful facility if it is used judiciously. But if it is not used judiciously, you get into a loan spiral. Multiple people take these loans, sorry, many people take multiple loans to fulfill whatever they want. Initially, it looks like they are living it up. Initially, it gives them a high, but the multiple EMIs, irrespective of what they are earning, it creates a problem, cash flow problem going forward in the future. And if you are used to that drug, I mean, if you want to continue on that path of living it up, then you get used to taking more and more loans, because see, income is finite and the dreams can be infinite, and that becomes a problem. Okay, so lot of times we find people who are working and earning well getting into a loan spiral, and once you get into a loan spiral, it is actually very difficult to wriggle out of that loan spiral. So this is also something that we have got. So the reason why I'm highlighting this is that we have to be cautious, we have to sequence the goals, we have to space out the goals, so that you will be able to save enough appropriately, and then you will be able to achieve whatever goals you may require. So having a particular lifestyle is not a problem, living it up is not a problem, but I mean, bunching up everything at one point in time instead of properly spacing out and sequencing the goals is going to be a problem. So this is a fundamental statement. Loans are early withdrawal of unearned income. So if you are earning, let us say, 1 lakh rupees, but you have also taken loans and you are paying something like 50,000 rupees from your 1 lakh rupees. It means that you're actually taking out of your future income. That is what you have spent now and you're paying for it. So this is completely unwarranted and completely avoidable. So you are putting your future itself in peril. And one of the things which actually I'm talking about this time is the lifestyle. So that's a major problem that it normally is not a problem, but it is becoming a problem with many of these people, many of the people these days. So where to take loans, where to avoid it? I mean, if you're building an asset like a home, then that kind of a that kind of a loan is good. And a home loan is also good from another point of view, that home loan is a very low cost loan. A home loan typically has a very, very long duration, maybe 20 years plus. So this kind of a loan today is anyway unavoidable, because the kind of asset prices that are there for homes anywhere in the country, it's virtually impossible for most people to buy a home just based on their own income, their own savings. So a home loan is okay, desirable. It builds an asset, and it's a long duration loan, and it is low cost. So this is still okay. But when it should be taken, that we have discussed in the earlier podcast. If somebody has not seen when to take a home loan, when to buy a home, I would suggest that they should visit that previous session. Similarly, a loan which we are going to take for brightening our career prospects, which is basically to do a course or some kind of a education, is also fine, because potentially, if you have identified the area properly, if you have done the right course, potentially the career prospects brighten, and potentially you can get more income after you complete that particular program, whatever that program is. So this loan is also fine. But loans for depreciating assets, ideally speaking, you should not really incur a loan. Ideally, for cars and mobiles and things like that, if you are not able to buy a car or a mobile on your own accord, I would suggest that you don't go for that. So ideal thing in these kind of things, what we normally suggest is you first save up for that, even for a car also. I mean, if you are say 30, 35, 40, you buy a car which you can afford, right? I mean, why do you want to buy a 20 lakh car? And if you're a 40, 45-year old person, if you're not able to buy a 20 lakh car, I'm just giving random numbers, okay, so don't hold me to it. So suppose you're not able to buy a 20 lakh car, why are you even buying a car? Car is not, I mean, a lot of people say that car is absolutely necessary today. But if you are not able to afford it and you are able to buy a car only using a loan, why are you going for a car? I mean, at 40, if you are not able to put forward 20 lakhs, you should not be going for a car, or you should not be going for a mobile. So if you are doing that, obviously there is something definitely wrong. Now coming to the lifestyle related portions like holidays, parties, celebrations. Again, holidays, a lot of people say it is absolutely a necessity. Holiday and necessity, somebody can go to Lonavala or Kandala, that is also a holiday. Okay. So the point is, the holiday is something where you leave the routine, the humdrum life, and you relax. Okay. It need not necessarily be in Switzerland. I mean, I don't take it that you can relax only in Switzerland, not in Lonavala. Yeah, Switzerland may be much more pretty. That is fine. If you can afford it, please go to Switzerland. No problem, no questions on that. But if you can't afford it, why do you want to spend money on that by taking a loan? So that's my question. So these are the lifestyle things which we are really talking about. Parties, I mean, that's discretionary, right? So if you want to throw a party, if you have the money and there is an occasion for that, throw a party which you can really afford. If you are going to get into the business of getting into loans for, say, throwing a party or entertaining people or some celebration or some function, these things are kind of avoidable. So it gets into the territory of kind of living up for others, showing off something. So it gets into that kind of territory which people very broadly paint, and they say that this is my lifestyle. Okay. So I don't have anything to do with lifestyle. I'm not a parent here coming and telling you how the way somebody should live. That is not where I'm coming from. But if lifestyle is something that you cannot really sustain, then obviously you should not have that kind of a lifestyle. So as a financial planner, financial advisor, I'm really talking. Now, the fundamental thing is that lifestyle really affects goal
Hello,
fulfillment,
sir.
because, yep,
Sorry to interrupt. Can we launch a poll?
yeah. I'm so
The
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. So I'm launching first poll for attendees. Yes. Done. So we'll wait for 30 seconds and then I
Sure,
will share the results.
sure.
Yes. 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 So I'm sharing the
Sure.
results. Done, sir. Please check.
I am not able to see the result.
Okay, no worries. So I will
Participants,
tell them.
if they are seeing the results, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Should I go ahead, Sahil?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Yeah, so lifestyle directly affects goal fulfillment. As the amount needed can go up significantly. Let me just dwell on this. Lifestyle can directly affect every single goal. The kind of homes that you stay in, the kind of holidays that you take, in fact, everything is affected based on the lifestyle that you have decided to lead. Right way to handling goals. I'm talking about the goals now, then we'll go into lifestyle and goals, the connection between that. So we need to first prioritize the goals. We need to sequence them properly, like I have mentioned earlier. You need to space them out. All the goals cannot be bunched up into the next 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. We'll need to properly space them out and save for the goal and then spend it. I mentioned in the context of, let us say, buying a mobile or a car or something like that. So if you want to buy a, let us say, washing machine or a fridge or some things for the house, if you don't have the money, I mean, why are you going and buying something which is 40, 50,000? And if you don't even have 40,000, 50,000, why are you even spending that? So this is contrary to what you are hearing from everybody else in the ecosystem. Everybody says take a loan, I mean, live it up today. But the point is, other people are not really interested in your financial welfare. We are financial advisors. This loan thing, and every month, every quarter, they talk about credit growth. Credit growth is good if the loan growth is happening for buying a house or let us say for education. Credit growth is not good. I mean, nobody is telling this, but credit growth is not good if it is going to be for your car and white goods. Incidentally, most of the cars are bought on loans. Most of the bikes are bought on loans. Most of the other white goods are bought on loans. I mean, this is a problem which we are facing. We are going exactly where the West has already gone. We are also getting there, and it's a problem. So we need to appreciate this particular thing and get out of this particular mindset. Lifestyle and the effect on finances. Some lifestyles are quantifiable. I mean, and some are directly embedded in the goals. Okay. I was talking about partying, entertaining friends, eating out is something people say it's part of our lifestyle. There are hobbies which say now this is part of our lifestyle, golfing and photography and biking and a lot of things. They say this is part of our lifestyle. This is our elevated lifestyle. And when we people, financial advisors, we say, why are you spending so much? They say you people are all pedestrians. You don't know how to live your life. You live a very basic existence. You want us to live like paupers. So, I mean, that's not the whole point. I mean, the whole point is we are talking about cutting the coat according to the cloth. Okay. If you don't have the money, if you are living it up today, tomorrow you are going to be a pauper and you are going to probably rely on your children or what legacy you are going to get, and you are going to rely on that. So the point is now it may be very, very fantastic to show off to your friends or anybody. I'm not saying that in a very bad way, right? A lot of people, we are all human beings and we keep comparing with other people, right? So we want to be as good as the other person, right? I mean, there is nothing wrong with that. But if it goes out of hand, then again, it is going to directly affect the person and the family. And I'm worried about that as a financial advisor. And one is the direct lifestyle component, and one is the lifestyle components affecting the goals, uh, which is because of the embedded lifestyle, all the goals are affected, and we are going to see some of that. Okay, the type of schools that people send their children to. So there is a lifestyle component in this. People do want to send their children to certain type of schools, and today that type of school is what is called an international school or an IB school or what you have. Okay, it is not necessarily. I'm sorry, I'm being very direct. It is always not necessary where the parents may say that the quality of education is amazing, fantastic, and all that. The same IB education or whatever education is there abroad. I mean, that is the only education they have in US and UK and a lot of other countries, right? But our children who have studied entire life here are the ones who are going there and they are doing well. So it's not that maybe there is something else called drive, or there is something else like, okay, they want to anyway work, and they want to come up. There can be other motivations. But the fact is that if the basic education which they are getting, which they have always been getting here, which is the Indian education, if it is so bad, how come they are able to go there, and how come they are able to do extremely well? So much so that so many of the CEOs are people who have been educated in India, and later on they have gone ahead and they have done some courses abroad. So the point is, I mean, people give all kinds of excuses. One of the clients had given the excuse that this builds tremendous amount of confidence in children. I have seen some of my friends' children do somewhere in this IB school, and they say it's all project oriented. There is no rote learning and all that may be there, but the point is, at what cost are you educating your child? So we are going to come to the cost also. What is the kind of home that you want? I mean, so people very normally talk about a 3 BHK, 4 BHK and things like that, and they want a particular neighborhood. They want all kinds of amenities. I mean, there is a cost attached to everything. So the lifestyle is something that people have in mind, and accordingly they are tailoring their goals. Even the kind of holidays. I mean, today people, if I say I had gone to, let us say, Kolhapur, I visited a few places. I went to, let us say, some place, Ajanta, Ellora, and all that, people will be kind of looking at what is this here? Where is he going to Kolhapur and these kind of places? I mean, people want to hear that you have gone to Europe, you have gone to Antarctica, you have gone to Australia, you have gone to all these kind of amazing places. So that's, I mean, and today social media is not really very kind, because it is showcasing all these things, and you feel like a pauper when you see all the other people who are going to New Zealand and Australia and other places. You feel you are probably living a beggar's life virtually. Yeah. Education. Now we talked about international schools. Now, since lifestyle is centered, everybody is talking about international schools. Okay, there is tremendous amount of pressure at the family level to put the children in international schools. International schools may be nothing more than 20 classrooms and a building. Okay, but it has international, and it has potentially an IB curriculum or one of those curriculums. Okay, the fees is very high. I mean, the one very, very international portion of the most of these schools is the fee. The fee is fantastic. Okay. The lower end of the fees is between 2 to 5 lakhs, even for junior classes. Even some of the international schools, even for let us say first standard or second standard, they will charge you well above 5 lakhs. And for the later standards, it will be 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs. It can be absolutely anything. It's mind boggling. Okay. The amount of money that parents are spending today is mind boggling. What I'm saying is, people who are loaded with money, who can splurge this amount, I have no problem with those people. It is their money, it is their children, and they want to send their children for whatever education they want. I don't have any problem with that. It is the people who are looking at a tiger and they are pussycats, and they are applying the same stripes like a tiger, seeing a tiger. I am talking about those kind of people, and those kind of people are legion today. Traveling abroad, like I said, is a part of the lifestyle trend today. Again, if you have the money, I have no problem. A lot of people actually dip into their kitty, which has been kept for retirement, which has been kept for other very important things, contingencies and other things. They are dipping into that and they are traveling abroad. So it's a problem. It's a part of lifestyle. Everybody is doing it. I know that. I understand that, and you want to replicate that. So that is where the problem is. Okay. So people spend anywhere from 3 lakhs. I mean, if you are looking at a Thailand or a Indonesia, Bali kind of thing, it may be maybe 3 lakhs or there about 3.5 lakhs, Singapore. But if you go to Europe along with your family, it can be well ahead of 10 lakh rupees. So, I mean, we are talking about really large sums. The people are earning very well. I mean, I'm not disputing that. But in spite of that, if you really add up all the lifestyle matters today, along with the lifestyle influence on the goals, I mean, the costs are phenomenal. And we are going to come to certain other costs going forward. Education abroad is part of the lifestyle, and that's a problem. That's a huge problem, and the middle class has got into this. Okay, once upon a time, the parents were always talking about helping their children with graduation, Sometimes they talk about helping their children with post graduation, and that is all Indian education. Now that has gone far, far, far beyond that, and a lot of these middle class parents are aspiring to send their children abroad. Whether they have money or no money is incidental, because everybody else seems to be doing that. And the children also feel the peer pressure, because everybody in their school and college is talking about going abroad for graduation. I mean, forget about post graduation, they are going for graduation. The problem is the spends are astronomical. I mean, so it can be between 35 lakhs to 70 lakhs so per annum, right? So this is phenomenally expensive, and a lot of parents are indulging their wards, thinking that they are doing the right thing. I know several cases where after doing whatever course, I mean, somehow they have put them through the education. They have not been able to get a good job. Some of them have got good jobs. We really don't know. We cannot say that had they been in India and they have done a good course in India, whether they would have got a good job in India or not. In my opinion, yes, I have seen several people who have done in whatever college in India, and ultimately it's just an entry point, right? I mean, you are doing graduation or post graduation. What you do in your job is very important. Suppose you are from a very, very premier college, Indian college, or other country colleges, it has probably some value. But otherwise, what is that you are going to do in your job is very, very important. Let us understand that graduation, post graduation, all these things perform a gatekeeper function more than anything else. So spending 2 crores, 3 crores, 4 crores for education for a single child is absurd. I mean, if you are loaded with money, that's a different matter. But otherwise, it's absurd, and you're completely ruining your retirement. So that is what most of the people today are doing, unwarranted. Probably some people understand that, and they are thinking that their children are going to probably support them when they require it, which means that there is a dependency that you're creating for yourself. People spend a good portion of their money on managers. I mean, this is a age-old problem. People get bankrupt themselves spending on marriages, and that sentiment is going even higher today. People are talking about destination wedding, pre-wedding shoots, and what have you. I mean, the amount of money that people can spend on marriages. So this is a lifestyle. There is a lifestyle element to it. The amount of money people can spend on marriages can, I mean, sky is the limit. I mean, your imagination is the limit. Okay, people can spend 1 crore, 2 crores, 5 crores, anything. Again, I reiterate that I am not against people spending money. I mean, we require people to spend money for the economy to do well. So I'm there with all the economists out there, and I want people to spend money. But if you do not have the money, and if you are really spending your future, that is where I'm really worried about. I'm really talking about that. Okay, lifestyle can significantly influence the goals. I mean, we have seen that the amount we end up spending on each goal get a significant upward push when we bring the lifestyle aspect into the goal. People earning similar incomes may have very different financial trajectories due to their lifestyle. Ah,
Yes, sir.
Sahil, you want
Yes.
to, yeah, you want the next poll, Sahil?
Yes, sir. I'm
Yeah,
doing that.
please.
Done. Yes, so I'm sharing the results.
Yeah, sure.
It's done.
Yeah, thank you. Ah, So we are looking at basic schooling instead of 1 lakh. We have seen the numbers before also. I'm just showing you again. Instead of a lakh per annum, people are spending 4 lakhs. And schools, education institutions are virtually money printing machines today. And most of the education institutions, I'm putting my neck out and I'm telling you, most of it is controlled by politicians. Okay, it's a major land grab which is happening across the country. I mean, education institutions are getting land at throwaway prices. They build their institution and then it becomes a money printing press. Unfortunate that people are falling for it, and people are giving their well-earned money into to various people who are running these institutions. Instead of spending whatever 50,000 to 5 lakh per annum in a Indian college for a UG course, people end up spending 50-60 lakhs per annum abroad. Children want to go, parents are equally interested in sending their children abroad. So let us not really blame the children. Okay, let us understand that very well. People take pride in saying that my son or daughter is studying in this XYZ university in California or Florida or whatever. Okay, or studying in Germany or studying here and there. Okay, so there is a comparison, and people really want to gloat about where their children are studying. So people are spending, and that's really happening today. 50,000 to 1 lakh was what people used to spend on vacation once upon a time for a family. Now that has gone anywhere between 4 and 10 lakhs and even beyond. So lifestyle element creeping into the typical goals is what I'm trying to kind of illustrate. So we have to evaluate, we have to be practical. The lifestyle choices, it reflects everywhere. If the lifestyle is truly needed, you have to evaluate whether you can really make it work. So like I said earlier, we are financial advisors, we are not your parents, we are not here to tell you how to live your life. But the only reason why we are discussing all this is that people are going way out of what they can actually do, and they are actually ruining their future. um, Lifestyle choices and what they do with one goal can dramatically affect other goals. I mentioned about let us say their home choice or their education choice of their children abroad, or their education choice in terms of their school going children. It can directly impact how much they are saving for their own retirement. So I mean, it has implications. While somebody is earning, people may not really understand. A lot of people don't understand when they are earning money. They don't feel the pinch. But when they come to 45, 50, that is when they realize that they are really underfunded, especially from the retirement point of view. And they are living from virtually from paycheck to paycheck. They have some savings by the side, but it is not really much. So that is when they start panicking. But at that particular point, it is already too late. And especially if the lifestyle choices you cannot really change at that time, it becomes really a problem. It is possible to determine the lifestyle that one wants. So it's actually a choice, right? Nobody is really compelling you to send your children abroad or put your children in international schools. It's a choice. It's an option that you're exercising. So you will have to determine from a commonsensical perspective, what is that you really want? Do you really want that? I mean, are you doing something for yourself, or you are doing something to impress somebody else? So that is something that you have to determine. And even assuming you are doing it for yourself, is it really feasible for me? That's the point that you will have to ask yourself. Then once you determine that this is the goal and I really want to do it, you will have to plan. Like I said, you cannot really keep moving the goalpost. You will really have to plan well, and you will have to relentlessly work on making the plan work over a long period of time. You need to save. Like I said, discipline is everything, patience is everything, thinking long term is everything. And in this whole process, I mean, one or two loans which I mentioned right up front, like a home loan or education loan, is fine. As much as possible, try not getting into any other loans. If it is a bridge loan, like for a marriage of oneself or one's sister, brother, here and there, nothing is possible, then that's a different matter entirely. Some people have no other choice, and they get into that and get out of that also fairly quickly. So if that is the case, then it's kind of planned, and I'm okay with that. If the goal or lifestyle needs to increase, this is the fundamental thing. There has to be a corresponding increase in the income, and the income increase should be such that the lifestyle or the goal increase based on the lifestyle is less than what the income can support. So that is fundamentally important. So income increases and bonus should be deployed well to fortify goals. I mean, so if you really want to ensure that your future is secure, you need to do that. Increase in the life. So this is what I have talked earlier. Any increase in the lifestyle or the goals should be preceded by a corresponding increase in the income. Okay, lifestyle increase should always be less than what the income increase has provided. So these are very simple, very basic things. A lot of you might be thinking, what is this guy saying something very extraordinary, and he's taking a session for this. But these are the fundamental things on which people are stubbing their toe. So this is something, I mean, I don't want to really say that, but if 75% of the people are actually stumbling their toe on this, what do I do as a financial planner? I am talking about the super basic stuff in life. So I will just summarize this. I'm coming to the end of the session. We are out of time. We need to identify the goals and what level it is and whether we will be able to fund it. We will have to stay within what we can really afford. I mean, so that's very, very important. I talked about cutting the coat according to the cloth, very, very important. We need to plan. I mean, so this planning thing is very, very essential. Whatever is your lifestyle, whatever is your income, we need to have a blueprint. We need to have a structure, a pathway. Without that, it is impossible to achieve anything you want to achieve in life. We have to ensure that we are relentlessly, consistently, in a disciplined way, we are saving for our future and our goals. We need to avoid loans, like I mentioned before. We need to ideally accumulate the amount that is required for a particular goal, whether it is a mobile or whether it is a laptop or whether it is anything else. Ideally, saved for that and then spend the money. Do not change the goalpost. So that's very, very dangerous from the planning point of view. If you keep on changing the goals, the carefully constructed portfolio or the plans or the milestones can get majorly affected. So keep the goals intact, change the goals only when it is absolutely necessary. Spend within the budget. What is meant for some goal should not go into some other goal. So this is a fundamental thing. Like I mentioned before, a lot of people dip into the retirement kitty for funding the children's education and marriage. And that is why we find that a lot of people who approach retirement or who are in retirement have very meager corpus, and they are eking out a very, very basic existence, and they are depending on their children for their future, which is very, very, very sad. Okay, so that's about it. So I have written a book called If God Was Your Financial Planner. It talks about financial planning, life planning, personal finances. The commonsensical concepts which I've talked today are very much covered in this book. It is an easy to read story format where the God comes throughout the book and also gives the life concepts. If you have not read the book, consider purchasing the book and reading it. These are the social media handles. If at all you want to follow us, you can follow us in the social media handle. You can also subscribe to the blogs. You can join the WhatsApp community channels and all that. So this presentation will be shared with all of you by Sahil. So you don't have to note down anything at this point in time. You can always take it up later on if at all you are interested. So that brings me to the end of this session. Thank you very much for again the opportunity of presenting this to you. I hope it was useful. I hope there were some useful takeaways for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Sahil.
Yes. Also, now I request attendees to ask their question in Q&A so that sir can address those
Thank you,
questions as
Harsh.
well.
Thanks that you have liked it. Should I? Thanks, Manisha. So there are lots of questions in the webinar chat. Do I take that here?
Yes, sir, if you feel they are means
Yeah,
close to
that's
our
fine.
topic, you can.
So where am I supposed to take? I mean, Q&A. Yeah, there is a
Yes,
Q&A. For lifestyle goals, what shall be the inflation consideration? So inflation may not be very different for the lifestyle goal as opposed to other goals. For example, traveling within India or traveling abroad, the inflation per se does not change. But the point is the initial amount that is allocated for that. For example, if you're traveling abroad, And once upon a time, people used to go to Thailand and Pattaya and say Singapore and places like that, Bali and all that. So that used to be the international vacation, but that used to cost maybe 2.5, 3 lakhs. Now that vacation is passé. Now the vacation which people are really talking about is a Europe vacation for 10, 15 days. So that is going to cost you ahead of 10 lakhs. So inflation per se is not really the problem which we should look at. The problem we should look at is in really in terms of uh, the amount that we are willing to put forward for that particular goal. So that's what I'm talking about. Nisha is asking, so basically we should not spend money and the lifestyle now. What is the problem in buying things on EMI when you know you can pay it? So the second portion is the point. So if you are buying on EMI and you can pay it very, very comfortably, there is no problem. I mentioned that if you are taking a loan, you are essentially cashing out on your future income. So that is the problem. So if you are very, very sure about your future, the earning capacity, I don't know whether anybody can be sure about their earning capacity in today's day and age. We are also hearing about artificial intelligence and different experts are talking about different things. But I'm not very sure whether all the people will have the kind of jobs which they have today. So I don't know. It is for you to decide, Nisha, whether that is the right thing to do. Somebody else is asking, I don't have much money with me, but planning to take loan and invest on any mutual funds or stocks. Will that be a good idea? In fact, that is the worst possible idea you can ever do, because as far as the loan is concerned, you are going to pay a finite interest. And if you are going to take a loan, a personal loan, and if you are not having too much money or you are not having a good credit score, it can come at maybe 17, 18, 19% or maybe 15%. Okay. So if that is the case, then your mutual fund investments have to earn much more than that, which I don't see really happening over a long period of time. So it can happen, but on a consistent basis, stock markets have given 13, 14, 15%. So again, we don't know whether the future is going to mirror the past. So be very, very careful. One of the things one should avoid is borrowing and then investing. First, you look at saving from whatever you are earning. So if you are not saving from what you are earning, that's a red flag. You need to work on that. Pankaj is asking, shall I take education loan for my child graduation, even if I'm having payment capacity? So in fact, that's a good idea, Pankaj, because that puts some pressure as far as the child is concerned. We in fact actively support this particular call because the child has to have some responsibility on their shoulders, even assuming the parent has the money. Even this loan, the education loan is not really a very high cost loan. And this can be passed on to the child, especially if the child is actually going to get a good job after graduation. The parent can actually take a loan and put part of the responsibility. Parental funding is always there. I mean, we Indian parents are very, very interested in funding. We don't want the entire burden to go on their shoulders. So we fund, and that's the right way. But a portion of the loan, a portion of the funding should come ideally from the child. They can do it, and that will put the onus of responsibility of doing properly in their education also. So I highly support that. Somebody is saying today's generation are not understanding basics of money. Thank you for the fantastic thing. Oh, it's a practical idea. Thank you very much. I hope this session was overall useful. Sridharan is asking, in the recent situation at a young age, spending money restriction is very tough. Any approach is there? So, I mean, in any age, any situation, opportunities are there. Like I said, I mean, availability does not mean that you will have to do it. I mean, drugs are available. You don't have to necessarily get into drugs. It's a matter of what is that you want to choose, what is the life you want to have. If you are spending too much today, you will reap that. You will reap basically what you sow today. So you have to be very, very careful. Vanita is asking, travel can also be a planned goal, international or domestic, if the financials permit and it helps curbing the desire of taking a personal loan. Then I, as a financial planner myself, will like the client to do planned investments for the. Yeah, so I'm completely with you, Vanita, because if you're having a planned goal and you're planning for it and then you're spending on that, I'm all with you. I mean, we require our people to also live well. Uh, I am not against the fact that people should have a good time if they are earning well. So I'm completely with you. So the only thing is you don't get into that loan spiral. That is the only thing I'm saying. So I'm with you, Vanita. Now Gangadhar is saying that I have invested 3 lakh in SIP. How much minimum amount received after 20 years? 20 years is a long period of time. You do the math yourself. If you are investing 3 lakhs, and I don't know whether it is 3 lakhs every month. If it is 3 lakhs every month for a period of 20 years, I mean, you are going to look at crores of rupees, or tens of crores of rupees. I mean, it's going to be a huge. You can actually calculate that, but the most important thing which I would say is that consider investing from the long term point of view. That is what gives the best kind of results. What you start, the investments that you start, do not stop it, and show discipline and persistence. Kamlesh is talking about have any type of lifestyle and goal format on paper or Excel sheet. No, there is no particular lifestyle. As a financial planner, I am not here to dictate to any client what is the lifestyle that they need to lead. I am only talking about those kind of lifestyles which they are not prepared for financially. Okay, so it is for somebody to decide what is that they want and can they support that. And if they want a particular lifestyle, can they properly plan for it and then spend on that. So that is all I am talking about. Tanmay is saying, any views on the current market for lump sum investments? Tanmay, this is one of the fundamental tenets as far as financial planning is concerned. Nobody knows where the market is going, and a lot of people, there is a saying which says that uh, you will know where the market is going. I mean, if you are God, you will know where the market is going. All the other people are bluffing. I'm definitely not God. I don't want to bluff. Now, Sunil Gadage, thank you. Yeah, session was useful. Thank you, Sunil. Somebody is asking, I invested some money and spent them during the COVID time because I was jobless. Now I'm earning well and want to invest, but I do not know how I can split my goals and invest. The very, very simple solution to the problem, whoever it is, I mean, it's anonymous. So you just have to go to somebody who's a professional in this line. There are lots of people. You can actually approach somebody who is a professional and get this done. So it's very easily solved. So those were the questions in Q&A. If there is anything else here, let me check here. Uh, thanks a lot. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of you have appreciated the session. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate this thing. Thank you so much. I think that's about it. I don't think there is anything else here. So thank you all participants. It was my pleasure and privilege to be here along with you. If there are good takeaways from this session, I'm totally very happy about this whole thing. We still have one more session, and that is on retirement coming up next week. Please do attend that session because retirement is even more important today. That's one of the goals for which you really cannot take a loan, and that is one goal on which people are not really prepared. I mean, they are spending that money which is meant for retirement for every other goal, including a holiday, okay, or an evening out or on a function. People are spending the retirement money on everything, which is a very dangerous thing. So attend that next session. So that will conclude the series on goals from my side. Thank you very much. Good day to you.
Thank you, sir. Also, I would like to answer one question regarding the presentation, as I can see most of the attendees are asking regarding the presentation. Sorry, but we don't provide direct presentation to the attendees, as we provide the session recording, so they can refer that video and can prepare their own notes or take
Okay.
points
Okay.
which they are feel
Okay,
good.
whatever is the format NISM is adopting, I'm just presenting on the NISM platform. Whatever is the format NISM is adopting, I go with that.
Yes, thank you, sir, for understanding. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir, I think you have answered almost all of the questions which were
Yeah.
asked. And also, I can see that most of the attendees are appreciating your session. So, thank you again, sir, for sharing your time and knowledge with us. It was actually full of new knowledge and new learnings. Thank you. Thank you again, sir, for your time.
Thanks, Sahil. Thanks, Rasmi. Thanks
Yes.
all the others at NISM. Thank you so much.
Yes. Also, I would request to attendees as well to join the last episode of the series, which is scheduled for the 25th. So yes, you all can join that webinar, and I have shared the link in chat section for the same. Yes. Thank you. Thank you all for joining today's session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I request IT team to close the session.